I'm back, and here's a quick little video of showing the bottom of this. It's not quite level how I want it, so I bought some more Bondo. I'm going to apply some, and I'm also going to fix this small area right here where, as you can see, there's a small crack right there. That's just paint, but I decided that I might as well fix that now as well. So I'm going to sand that off a little bit, and then I'm going to put Bondo over it maybe. And on top of that, put some more Bondo right here to stack it up. Try to make it contour with the level of the under well of the fender well. Here's a little look for it. I'm going to pause it and get ready here. Yes, sirski. September 31st, 2025. GappaMagix. Bondo comes in this tube, as you saw before. This is the whole tube. Get a good look at it. And then you gotta, before you get it, you gotta open it with this part, punch it through the opening right there, or make an opening, I guess. And here, for fun, I'll show you. Voila. Now there's an opening. Now we're gonna apply this first before I start sanding. Just maybe I'll be able to have this dry in one day, but I highly doubt it. Ugh, that was gross. See, I guess you gotta like not pour it out right away. Look, that's what came out of it right away. Liquid. It's not even clay. That was at the top of the cap. So I'll wipe that off in the grass. So anyway, pour some of it on there. This may have been a bad batch. It's pretty runny. May have been outdated. It's rather runny, but it'll make it work. Here we go. Because it's not supposed to be this liquidy. It's actually supposed to come out of the tube. Beans that I only know this because I purchased these tubes of Bondo. Like, this is my 5th time purchasing it. The first 4 times, how you say, it didn't have that liquidy texture of it when it first poured out of it. So possibly, this is very well, quite possibly, someone used some of it and then filled it up with liquid and then returned it. People do stupid shit like that, or pardon me, they do stupid stuff like that all the time with different items to get away with something to make it look like it never was operated or used. When I did get it, it was folded over already too. How it looks right now, that was folded. So anyway, whatever, I guess, you know, SOL for me, but we'll still use this Bondo. It'll work, maybe. And then, as you can see, some of the parts where it's cracked, obviously that's the parts where I guess the metal said it didn't need to have Bondo on it. So once that time comes to shove and start pushing or sanding, I'm just going to try to scrape it off. I was going to say push it off of there with the bottom of the card, like that. But whatever. So we're gonna apply this again, just to attempt to get it level as much as I can, and try not to get a mess on your hands. This stuff does stick and stink. Forgot to put my mask on, as you can see, but I really don't care. Not like I'm breathing it in on purpose, so therefore that's fine. Just kind of go like that. Put a little bit more on there. Yeah, I think that I think someone purchased this and then returned it and then put some type of filler inside of it. because at the end of the day, this is a very liquidy, freshly opened, supposedly. Well, I guess you saw me open it, so it may have been mixed wrong. So I don't even know what to say about that. I believe that they didn't mix this right, because there's no way it's supposed to look like that runny when it first gets, how you say, opened. But whatever. People would say I'm whining, right? Isn't that what, tough people say? Technically, I'm whining, I guess, since I spoke all that. I just want to know, how technical should I be on these YouTube videos? Should I be myself and try to be cool and funny and happy, or should I be politically correct, know-it-all? You let me know. Leave me a comment how you want me to talk, or if you think it's outrageous for me to even ask that, you leave a comment if you want. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know exactly what you think of me. Please. Let's talk about someone who dissed this vehicle once. Before I started fixing it, it had some rust on it, and they say, "What is that?" And I said, "It's a GMC Jimmy." You know what they said the first thing? They said, "No, it's not. A GMC Jimmy's bigger than that." I said, "Yeah, they were bigger than that." Meaning larger inside. Meaning bigger. Bigger. And I said, "Well, you're probably thinking of one from the 1960s or 70s or early 80s. No, that's not even a GMC Jimmy. I don't know what that is. Like, I don't know, like, hear me out on this next part. It's funny. I guess guys with trucks, if you diss their truck, they get really mad. Now me, I'm not like that. To me, I'll just sit there and let you keep talking to me, talking stupid, and I'm secretly laughing right in your face. But anyway, long story short, I know that this is a GMC Jimmy, and so does the people of GMC Motor Vehicle Company. Meaning, they know I own this vehicle. I actually called up GMC when I first started trying to fix this and asked them if it's okay for me to put it on YouTube to fix it. Well, why wouldn't it be, they said. I said, I don't know. I never tried to fix a vehicle, and technically it's not mainly needs to be fixed, it's cosmetic. I said, "Oh, well, what are you doing to it?" And I tell them, "I'm just going to put Bondo and maybe weld up a little bit and fix it that way. And don't forget about killing mosquitoes. You got to make sure you kill those things, because otherwise they're going to suck your blood." That was a little off-topic statement, but the point of the story is, a guy in his truck. Now, from what I learned, I should have got real mad, and I should have wanted to fist fight for that man disrespecting my truck. See, I didn't know that at the time. Now I do. And since I knew all this, is about 1.5, 2 years. No one's disrespected me since I knew that. It's funny, isn't it? How the world of telekinesis works, or outrageous sentences. Isn't that funny? And then, let's go all out on this next part of this sentence. And then, since somebody may or may not like what you're saying, now whoever said what they said, that the person that you said it to doesn't like you saying it, now that person who said it has a medical condition, right? I'm just really trying to get a grasp on how these people want to conduct the life of the world right now. So you can't say nothing, but if you do, you better be right and have facts to back it up. And if you don't have facts to back it up, you're a paranoid, delusional, schizophrenic, insane. That's my deduction from how I've been treated. So I have facts to back stuff up, right? But no lawyer or law firm wants to look at my facts. So therefore it's a conspiracy. Period. So there's enough about philosophical psychology, philosophy talk about the worries of the world versus my perspective. It is a beautiful day out today. The planes are flying over countless times again. They love to fly over my house where I'm put. They absolutely love it. And I actually know that these people are like insane, like doing their government job, trying to observe me. Beings, you know, for the ones that are the real ones know about what just happened to me. And guess what? For all you idiots out there that think that you believe whatever they say on the manifest, guess what? That check is real. Know how I know that? Oh, I don't know. I ran it through a Walmart check scanner and it's on film. And as well, they sent me another check for the exact same amount. Isn't that something, huh? So we'll pause it on that note. Alright, this is GappaMagix. Open the door up now. I'm gonna be sanding. Sanding. In case you didn't hear that with that annoying plane that keeps flying over. Spy plane. And anyway, well, that's my opinion of it, right? Everybody's got one, an opinion. You just heard mine. So anyway, here we go. Get my mask on, actually. I don't want to be breathing none of this stuff in. Alright, I put my mask on. I don't want someone who actually likes me or cares about my health to be upset at me for not being healthy. So here we go. See what's under here. Did someone fix this before? Yes, they did. It was me. So we're going to sand this off to see how bad it is. Does it need to be fixed all the way? Yes, it does. No half-ass. No halfway there or 3/4 of the way. It needs to be fixed perfectly, if not perfectly, as best as I can do. Oh yeah, I did fix that. You can see before with the bit of Bondo that you can see right there. What we're gonna do here, we're gonna keep sanding. See how much of this paint wants to come off of it, because as you can see, it wants to come off. That means it could fall off, meaning you don't want it to fall off. See this spot right here? It's almost done. It needs to be sanded just a little bit more. Then I'll Bondo it. Remember what I said in the other video. There's no purpose to try to be the best if you can't try to do the best for something that you're riding in. Or something that you're doing for the sake of doing it. This is technically a new age collector car or vehicle, whether you believe that or like it, hearing it. Same with the GMC Envoy. And if you're wondering why is this necessary, say it gets rusted out, then the door, you're gonna have water coming into the door. That's why it's necessary. Mando, quote, stupid young, rapper from California. Catch a case, don't snitch, that's Mando. Badass artist, check him out. Stupid young. Alright, so we don't want to get too far. As you can see, there's a hole right there. You don't want to remove metal that's holding metal together. So we're going to just sand a little bit more. Sand right there. Just like that. Now I'll get the other sandpaper. 1 second. I'll pause it. Okay, I got the 320 sandpaper, wet or dry sandpaper. I'm gonna just lightly, very lightly, sand that a little bit more, and then I'll be done sanding. Like I said, it's a very delicate area. This area is a delicate area. It's been fixed 3 times now. This spot twice. This one 3rd time. Pretty good for that area, and then we'll just do the top a little bit, lightly scuff it. Okay, a little bit on the right here. Oh yeah! Step into Slim Jim. You saw that, I know you did. That's how much dust is there that you cannot see at the naked eye. I'm gonna pause it. Okay, here we go. Got my towel here. Dust towel is what I'm using it for. Dust away the dust debris. And then I will tack cloth thee. Ooh, isn't that a little rhyme? I'm a poet and I know it. Yes, sirski. Okay, got the Bondo out again. I'm gonna put Bondo on. This time I'm putting gloves on. Last time I didn't wear my gloves and got a mess all over my hands. This stuff is more runny and liquidy more than the other bottles that I purchased before, so it's extra messy. Don't want none of that, no more mess than I need on here. So anyway, put a little bit on there like so. Good amount like that, that's good enough. And apply. May not be able to shut the door for situations like this, meaning to actually shut the door. So it's best to disconnect the battery or turn the car on. Or if you don't care like me, you know, just let it run out. Then use a battery machine to recharge the whole battery. So that's what I'm gonna do anyway. Just gonna let it be. And try to make it look nice here. Kind of go like that. Kind of like that. Then kind of scrapey scrape. Scrapey scrape. Scrapey scrape. Put a little bit more on there. Just like that. You gotta get the underneath looking somewhat flush, in my opinion, when you apply it. Fall is coming. Today, again, let me remind you, it is September 31st, 2025. This is GappaMagix reporting what day and time it is. It is roughly almost 4 o'clock p.m. So, kind of just go like that. Some spots may have to reapply. So I'm going to scrape the whole card off on this spots. And then put an extra fat dab right there. Like that. Just for a particular area. Because it will all be sanded off, but you want it to be covered. You want to be able to know that you have a good amount of it on there. Because otherwise you won't feel right, thinking that you didn't put enough on there. And you don't want to put too much on there, but you want to put enough where it sticks. Also, don't want to get bit by mosquitoes. Just like that. And try to make a even looking coat underneath. And then you wipe the excess off on the part that's already dry. Voila. I am GappaMagix. Slapping mosquitoes, September 31st, 2025. Maybe put a little bit more right there. A little bit more. As you saw right there, I couldn't see that without the phone. There's two little spots there that need to be all the way plastered up. Do it again. There. Now it's flush almost perfectly underneath. That's how I wanted it. This is GappaMagix. Signing off. Yes, sirski.